we've had a chance to travel all over the world.
Played Australia and the UK. They're tied.
I would say that the reason we've been to Australia, New Zealand, Hawaii more times than other places, it might have something to do with the surfing. Hey, I'm Tim.
I'm Chad.
My name is John Foreman. We are Switchfoot, and this is Setlist Insider. I like Setlist because when we go to a city, we can see what we played last time. Setlist helps inform how we can make every night different. We don't write setlists, we argue about them. We kind of go back and forth. There's a give and take. We're brothers. And then during the show, I usually change everything anyways. Our attitude is that it is not the people on stage that are determining the course of the evening. It is everyone in the room. So if somebody shows up with a sign that says a song that we may or may not know, many times we'll just give it a shot.
We never follow our set list.
They're just suggestions.
That's right.
So these are our songs played total. We've played Dare You to Move 716 times and Meant to Live 700 times. So almost as much.
Those are big numbers.
The Beautiful Letdown came out 20 years ago. Looking back, you would think that everything was coming up roses, and it was certainly not the case. Right before the record came out, we were dropped by our label. They dropped us and said our songs are no good, and we were forced to internally decide, do we believe them or do we think that these songs still need to be sung? And so we had a band meeting and said, no, we believe in this record. I love these songs. We want to sing them whether they believe in them or not. Our tour started with 2 minivans and
A sedan.
a sedan. Like 3 different vehicles traveling around the country.
Full caravan.
I feel like that was like the lowest moment that we had as a band. 2 years later, we were on the bill at Madison Square Garden.
That was a really exciting time, seeing these songs take life.
Please welcome Switchfoot.
There's more shows that aren't on setlist.fm going back all the way to 1997.
Our first tour as a band was in Europe. I think calling it a tour is probably overselling it. But I had just graduated high school, and we had kind of pieced together an opening slot on this one festival and then a couple coffee shops. I remember we put our guitars in surfboard cases to walk them through customs, and we stacked all of Chad's drums inside each other like nesting dolls,
And the hardware was in a
Golf case.
Yeah.
Which golf clubs fly free.
And I remember at the end of the tour, we were looking at the surf report in France. We'd always wanted to surf France, great waves. And the forecast was really good, but we were out of money. And so we kind of crunched the numbers and figured out if we checked out of the hotel early and slept in the park instead, then we'd have enough money for the train ride to France to go surfing. So that's what we did. What a trip.
Yeah, so that was our first tour. After you've played this many shows, you start looking for creative ways to inspire yourself. And so we did a Wes Anderson inspired production where we played theaters. Our team sawed a boat in half and put the boat on stage as if the first part of the set was a shipwreck. The second act, the curtain would reveal this hot air balloon that would fly the boat. And so the first act is all acoustic. The second act is
the triumphant electric big rock
yeah,
show.
and during the first act, we had the crowd pick our set list for us. There were message in a bottle containers at the front of the room. These bottles would crowd surf forward each night, and they would determine what we would play for the evening.
It really felt like the deep end, because that kind of a tour attracts diehard fans, right? What does a diehard fan want to hear? A song you've never played before.
A song you don't know.
It could be like a cover, or it could be, just a deep cut.
Oh my gosh, we played Sweet Child of Mine. Obla Dee, Obla Da, Tom Petty's Free Fallin', With or Without You. Those shows were so fun because truly every night, every moment, you're really on your toes. That's what I love about live music, is the idea that no one has control and no one knows what's gonna happen next. I will say this, for the first time, maybe in our career, I can guarantee you that our set list will be the same, at least for the first part of the set, every night this fall. Because this fall, we're playing The Beautiful Letdown straight through. So setlist.fm is going to be a whole lot easier for the fall. That's it for us. Thanks for hanging out. If you want to see what we're up to this fall, check out setlist.fm.